Hi everybody and welcome back to UTSEO.Ninja. I am Triston, your lovely host, and today we're going to be talking about Bluetooth beacon, proximity marketing, and IoT news. Now before I get into this, I have a couple things I wanted to ask you guys about and hopefully get some ideas and some feedback from y'all. Basically, I have two different things in mind, and both of them basically try to fix the same problem. I need to upload more content to YouTube in order for YouTube to kind of promote me more. Usually I want to do 2 or 3 videos a week, and right now I'm only doing 1, sometimes 2, and if I want to grow, then that's what I need to do. So, I have 2 different ideas that I'm kind of playing with. One of them is to take these news videos and kind of break them up, do like a more in-depth review of individual articles and do that throughout the week. Maybe do 2 or 3 of those a week. And then the big, group video like this every Friday like we've been doing. The other option that I'm kind of playing around with is something that I've been wanting to do for a little while now, and I'm going to do it one way or the other. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do it on this channel or if I want to do it on a brand new channel. And that's kind of like an entrepreneur vlog kind of thing. But instead of like showing you guys the funny things that my dog does, which there'll probably be some of that, but I want to focus on the journey that my wife and I are going through, where we are trying to really learn more about affiliate marketing, try and learn more about passive and residual incomes that we can use to live a little bit more comfortably and not have to worry so much about clients and changing plans and platforms and all this other stuff. And the goal that we have for 2018 is to reach $10,000 a month through passive income, just through passive stuff. So again, that's all the affiliate stuff, that's setting up, we're going to be including some of our beacon things in there. Just a few different things that we really want to explore. We kind of just want to throw everything up against the wall and see what sticks. And we were thinking about turning that into its own YouTube channel. And so like I said, we're either going to put it on a new channel or we could put it up over here. That would be a weekly video where we just kind of talk about the different things that we're working with, maybe some like really light tutorials or explainer videos just explaining how some of these different aspects work and stuff like that. So if you guys would like to see that on this channel, then let me know. Otherwise, like I said, we'll probably be switching over to 2 or 3 videos a week talking about the beacon news, and then of course we have some other tutorials that we're going to be uploading here in the next few weeks as well. So comments are good for that kind of stuff. Let me know. And if nobody says anything, I'm going to do whatever I want because that's what I'm going to do anyways. So that being said, I have 3 really interesting stories that I want to share with you guys today. And of course, if this is your first time here, you can get access to all the stuff right over here. There will be a link to this in the description. You'll also see a little card popping up at the upper right hand corner of your screen. It should be right over here somewhere. This is where you sign up for the newsletter. This is where you can watch all the videos, and then this is where you're going to find all these articles and everything going back to September 1st. So we have 3.5 months worth of articles on here. The first story I wanted to share with you guys, if you guys remember back a couple months ago, I was talking about ways that you could monetize sports arenas and, optimize like the sales process for selling beer is what we were specifically looking at. Well, somebody actually went and did it, and it's pretty cool. And so this entire article here is kind of like their pitch. It's a quick little profile of their business and what it is exactly that they want to do. And they're implementing some other interesting features in this. So in addition to just doing the concession sales in the location itself, they're also starting to tie that into external venues for these types of services. There's a Little Caesars that's just down the street. Or these 2, for example, which are actually right over here. You can see that they're in portals 11 and 12. So you can go and you can pick up your pizza. Now, what would be cool about this, again, is implementing the online sales platform so you can place your order, pay for it, and everything as you're actually walking to the concession area. And then as soon as you get there, you just pick up your order and then you can go back. So I don't know if they've included that, but it does. They've integrated several different platforms along with this, including mobile wallets and things like that. And they're using beacons to provide the contextual advertising and information that talks a little bit more about proximity marketing further down. So another interesting just example of this actually going out and working, and I think that's pretty darn cool. Now it looks like these guys are using their own specific app to do all this, which is probably wise. Definitely pretty neat, and like I said, it's just kind of cool to see something we were talking about just in theory actually out and running and doing fun stuff. So that was the first one. And then the other story I really wanted to talk to you guys about is a project that China is working on called Belt and Road, or the Belt and Road Initiative, which you can talk about right here. I actually think that this article talks about it and explains it a little bit better, which wasn't included in the newsletter, but I'll stick this in the comment section for you guys. Basically what China's trying to do is they're trying to take advantage of all the space junk that is out floating around the planet. So if you guys didn't know, there is a lot of junk that's just kind of floating out there. They said there's over 500,000 pieces of space debris hurtling at speeds of over 28,000 kilometers an hour, which is really fast. So what they're doing is they're taking these little devices and they're attaching it to the space junk. So when we're talking about space junk, a lot of times we're talking about like cast-offs from rockets that they send up or stuff like that. And so what they're doing is they're taking these little guys right here and they're attaching them to that space debris, and they're using it to create an Internet of Things and a communications platform that would allow them to cover several very vast areas of their country that normally aren't getting access to the faster internets or better improved communications and things like that. And the goal behind all this, the goal behind the One Build initiative, which if you guys really want to read it, you can check it out over here, is basically they want to improve like trading and infrastructure and things like that with the neighboring countries, so that way it's easier for them to go out and to sell products and move products and communicate and make sure that these infrastructures are all in place. So you guys can see that right here. Zoom in a little bit. I said zoom in. There you go. So something like that. And so they're sending these little guys out there, and that's exactly what they're doing. So far it seems like it's working really well, and it's pretty neat. And so they said that specifically the things that they wanted to do is IoT, the Internet of Things solutions are already widely employed in daily life, ranging from wearable smart gadgets, driverless vehicles, to GPS-tracked grazing, so like cattle and things like that. Zhang said that current applications experience common problems such as data congestion and slow transmission speeds, especially in remote and underserved regions. With the development of space-based networks, these areas could be better served. The other thing that they mentioned was that the ground implementations of these things, which they talked about down over here, is that basically the range for a lot of these IoT type of platforms or networks is actually pretty short. And so what they're wanting to do is they're wanting to kind of combine the satellite features and range with the IoT functionality. I just thought that was really neat. So as of December 4th, and I haven't been able to find any updates on this, so I'm assuming that's still the case, the system has been in orbit for 430 hours, and communication stable between the ground networks and the space nodes, with the IoT systems receiving control commands and returning space monitoring data. The other thing that they want to do with this is use it to track like just debris that's floating around in space to make sure that things don't hit other things. So really cool. And it's powered by little teeny tiny solar panels and other neat stuff. So really neat, interesting project, and an article that I really wanted to share with you guys because I like this kind of stuff. And it's interesting to see how these things are expanding and how they're being applied. And it's going to make access to proximity marketing and IoT stuff and all these other little gizmos and gadgets way easier going forward. So thought I would share that with you guys. That'll do it for today's video though. Again, if you guys want to read more about these different articles, you can find them over here in the Proximity Beacon News and the IoT News, and you'll be able to get access to all this other cool stuff. But that'll do it for me. My name is Tristan. If this is your first time here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys again next week with another video. So until then, bye.